Hi, my name's Grayson, and today I just passed my Linux Plus exam by CompTIA, and I was just going to make a short video because I found a lot of the information hard to find, and I'll just share with you the resources and some tips. So the exam is about 135 minutes long, and there's a couple of questions in there where you got to pick and drag tokens or they're like commands, and place them in certain locations to get the output that is displayed on screen. I found that type of question quite challenging, so I hadn't seen it before except for the exam. What I did and recommend is just flag that question. There's a flag button in the corner. You flag it. You run through the whole exam, and when you got a bit of time at the end and you're less stressed, just come back and answer those questions. Some If we look over the objectives, I'll just, without giving away the exam content, some things that stuck out. One, where are we? Yeah, definitely these commands here. So the the AWK tool is stuck out, and I recommend getting quite familiar with that. What I did the week before was I watched there's this channel on YouTube called Learn Linux TV, which I highly recommend, and he's got a whole yeah a 15-minute video on the AWK tool. Make sure you know like the dollar sign and what that does. So and the numbers. So yeah, there's 0 dot or 1 dot. What that means and where the dollar sign. So that's some detail. Another one is bash scripting. So you want to make sure you familiarize yourself with bash scripting. Um, I really rated this little playlist. You want to go through and know loops, if loops, for loops. Um, Basically, if you want to loop through and perform a archiving on each file, how would you make that script? And I found that this tutorial and the labs, he has a few little labs. Make sure you can do them, uh, yeah, easy. Um, there's a little bit on Docker, and it's quite basic. The Docker is you just got to know how to pull down a container. You want to know how to the flags for port, the flags for uh, what is running. We want to know how to show not running. You want to know what tags are for Docker containers. Another, you can actually use Docker to help you prepare for this exam. So what I did, and I've made it publicly available. So um, yes, so I've got this tutorial, which I'll link on my GitHub. And what this is a container that you can also pull down to your machine. If you pull this container down to your machine, you want to ensure that you have these files. So you got this Docker compose, which which passes through variables. So these each dollar sign is variables, and these dollar signs means that the variable is located in the .env. If you go to the .env, you should be able to find each variable in here. So what I've done is I've made a mount. So that means that when one of the containers starts in the dot directory, which means in the same level as the .env, there's a volume. So what you can do is download this from my GitHub in the link below. You can choose your flavor of Linux by uncommenting. So you can choose which one. So here I've got Fedora Mate. And if you go to the place you've downloaded it and do a command docker compose up /d, you want to know each of these commands mean, what up means, what slash D means, what slash what IT, sorry. So I'll just, yeah, so right now I've pulled down the container, started it, and then on any of your, on your system, you've now just spun up a container, and this container is for, Mate. So, and here you've got a terminal. So, yeah, I use this for practicing. What you can also do is if you've, since it's got persistent storage, so it's looking at that variable in the env and made a volume here. So to prove it's persistent, when I started this container, I had already moved this icon on the desktop. I've got the script in here that if you go to the script, so make sure you're in a present working directory of the script. You want to ensure that you have that the execute permission, so you go ls-l, and then on the script, currently it's not. So what you need to do is just go sudo chmod plus execute, and then you're going to put in the script, which is docker up. Okay, so what this script does, if I just run it, so it stops the container, it deletes, so it force deletes all the contents from the volume, and then it should start it again. So let's just see if that happened. Started, so you got a fresh container and it's ready to go again. So yeah, have a play around with this. This is a great way it's quicker than virtual machines. You want to know systemd and how to run what's the difference between starting a service, stopping a service, status, enable, masking. Those are all definitely things that will come up. The last thing I'll leave you with is I did a lot of research to try and get some coupons to decrease the exam price. So I did find some, but they looked a little bit sketchy and I wasn't prepared to risk it. But I used Dion's training, and on his website, you do get I think a 10% discount. So yeah, that's another little tip that might help you out. Cool. Oh, well, hopefully this is helpful. Leave a comment if you need any more advice, but that's all from me.